Good evening, friends. I thought this is a really interesting topic. I kind of a bit of a flippant video yesterday, kind of a bit of a placeholder to talk about my friend who still want to make the video about, but I seem to have sort of again opened up the floodgates a little bit. And first of all, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you that put amazing comments under the video yesterday. Not least the fact that you were very honest and very revealing, I think. I found it really fascinating reading through them. I took my time with responding because I wanted to give them the kind of the sort of time that they deserved. And I thought it was quite interesting. Light bulb's definitely going to go. It's like being in a thunderstorm. We'll just treat it like I'm in the middle of some kind of crazy electric thunderstorm. So first of all, thank you. Yeah, I really appreciated all the honesty that's there. It's really interesting, isn't it, that the majority of the men that responded were kind of like, yeah, don't really have any friends. And if I do have one friend, there's only one best friend and all the rest of it. There is a discrepancy for sure. I think it's very safe to say. One of the things I found interesting was the 1136 thing that somebody mentioned in the comments. I forget who it was. Apologies. The YouTube names are not something that I am very good at kind of remembering. But the idea that it takes 11 meetings on average of 3 hours over 6 months to become a friend with somebody. Now, I thought about this. Obviously, in the workplace, we spend more than 3 hours with people, and over 2 weeks, we easily spend sort of 11 days. So, if you work in an office or something, does that mean those people become friends? And I kind of assumed yeah, I don't know. It's got to be context, right? Because even with me, a lot of people do what I do as a hobby. So being in a rehearsal room, for example, you can easily clock up, 11 days of 3 hours over 6 months with somebody. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be friends with them just because I play in a band with them. It doesn't necessarily, their work colleagues are the same. But if that was somebody's hobby, then that person might be a friend. So maybe it's a shared interest thing that's important. You have to have a shared interest, but I guess for some people that could become work. So I guess those lines get blurred. Some people do have work friendships, don't they? I was talking to a colleague in my at the uni today, and how where we are at work is kind of the lines get blurred a little bit between the boundaries, I should say, maybe get blurred between kind of a work relationship and a friendship relationship, yes. So I guess context has to be everything, but I was quite intrigued by that 1136 thing. I'd never come across it before. I had a look on Wikipedia to try and find out whether there was a discrepancy between male and female groups of friends. And I'll tell you why I looked this up in just a second, but it turns out there's some very good research that suggests that female friendship groups focus on emotional support, emotional disclosure, and emotional reassurance. That's kind of what women get from their friendship groups. Whereas men, get this, I found this damning and so sad. Men's friendship groups have to offer opportunities for status, boosting reputation, and the promise or the assistance of physical aid. That's what guys look for in a friendship group, which I thought was sad. So women are looking for emotional support, reassurance, and disclosure. Men, it's about status, reputation, and physical assistance. We're doomed. I mean, I'm sure there is an evolutionary reason for this. I'm certain of it. If we go back, a very, very long way back to kind of tribal times, there's probably a very good evolutionary reason for it. I don't doubt that for 1 second. But it did kind of get me thinking about, like in romance books, obviously I'm not the primary audience for a romance book. It's they're written by women for women, really. But the male friendship groups in these, that the male main character, the friendship groups, if they have one, they mimic female friendship groups. And it's really interesting reading about these kind of, I don't know, these businessmen or rock stars or something, and they go for breakfast with each other and they offer emotional support and disclosure and reassurance. They're talking about their, how their relationships are going, and kind of like, you need to pop the question stuff. And actually, let's be honest, most blokes are down the pub talking about, oh, I'm not really sure whether to buy this battery drill or not, Dave. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no wonder men don't have many friends. Anyway, I will get around to making this video about my friend Dean, and it probably won't be tomorrow because I want to give it the justice it deserves. But first of all, thank you. It's given me food for thought. I'm definitely gonna value my friends more, having done this little bit of research. But I think there's one more in this before we get to the point of talking about Dino. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go and light a fire now because I think it's one of those sort of evenings. Take it easy. Goodbye, friends.